Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be looking at a scenario where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson becomes President of the United States. Now, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been independent for his career, but but this very last election, he voted for former President Joe Biden. And in this video, I see in real life if he were to get elected, kind of the same thing happening with Joe Biden. But in this video, it is going to be different. So, yeah, let's jump into it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And let's see what happens if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson becomes president. So the first thing Dwayne is going to do is expand NATO, or what is now called the WTO, which stands for World Treaty Organization. And the countries that are going to join this, as you can see on this map, we have in South America, Colombia. In Central America, Panama. We have Morocco and Kenya joining. Georgia and Azerbaijan. Vietnam, the Philippines. We have South Korea. We have Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. With this expansion, Russia is going to start pooping their pants because not only is NATO just expand not just in the Atlantic, but the U.S. is improving their relations with countries like Brazil, South Africa, Nigeria, um, these countries right here, Indonesia, China, even. Pakistan and U.S. have good relations. Not really with Iran. Afghanistan, no. Saudi Arabia, they start improving relations with Saudi Arabia, and Russia is kind of saying that might be a big uh-oh. But with The Rock now improving relations with a lot more countries around the globe, they are actually going to declare war on Iran. So now, with the new alliance, WTO, they don't have to join this war. I mean, if Iran attacks the U.S., they're going to get involved. They have to get involved. But they don't have to if the U.S. just declares war on a different country. But we are going to see Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey get in on this war. Saudi Arabia also gets in on this war. Not really on the side, so I guess I'll color them a different color. And Pakistan is kind of pooping their pants because Russia is not joining in on this war. They're like, you're on your own. Although they do get Armenia joining in on this war and Iraq. And also they do get Syria and Lebanon. And with more action going on up here, we do see the start of the war, and Armenia pretty much just gets wiped out really quickly, and a small invasion into Iran is made, but Iran also makes an invasion into Turkey, but Azerbaijan actually makes a pretty big invasion into Iran, but the same thing goes for Azerbaijan. Iran makes an invasion into them. I'm going to color it purple. The U.S. drops some bombs. They're not nukes, but they drop bombs on Iran. All over, just all over. So wherever you see purple is bombed areas. They also drop some on Iraq, all over these areas. Syria, they just drop a couple. They drop one on Lebanon, not Palestine. But yeah, the U.S., before they get there, they're going to drop quite a few bombs on them. And they actually hit some pretty big cities. And so Iran is actually going to make kind of a mistake. Well, really no, because the WTO isn't going to get involved because America fired first. But they're actually going to send a couple bombs over to America. Now, these are the only ones that are going to hit because they were not expecting this, even though they should have been. Dwayne, that was not a good idea. But now they're locked in and they have their whatever it's called up and shooting down bombs that show up in their radar. We see Saudi Arabia invading into Iraq with these bombs, It's going to be pretty easy to invade in. They actually take over one bombed area and just start going up and around Iraq, and just kind of big encirclement is made, and now the bombed areas are taken over. A naval landing is made inside of Iran. They weren't expecting this, so it actually gets pretty far. It goes up and into this little bombed area. There was a little town right there, and yeah, they're kind of just messing around Iran. And then the U.S. arrive, and for Iran, because these guys expand quickly. Big naval landings are made, and even a plane landing is made somehow. One of the first times in history that is made. But yeah, all of the Pakistan border has been captured, and they go up and make a big encirclement of Irani's troops. And who made this encirclement? It was Dwayne. Dwayne is a lot better at military than people thought he would be. And soon he also picks up and repairs some of the towns that struck America. Now Syria, they shouldn't have joined this war because they're getting messed around, and they're finding out because Turkey is just took out a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, and Palestine's gone, and Israel is making their way into Syria just to get a little bit of land, but soon Turkey takes over them. And a new front is made inside of Iraq, and also half of the country is kind of Iran now. I meant Saudi Arabian. And now one of the biggest offensives in the war happens. Saudi Arabia is a lot stronger than Iran thought, and the military rankings were wrong all along because Saudi Arabia has been stronger than Iran this whole time. Iraq is going to go ahead and surrender over to Turkey, and the pushback is going to happen. And now they're flowing in to Iran. The same thing is going to happen to Azerbaijan, and now Iran is losing this war. I mean, they were already losing, but now they're really losing this war. Yeah, remember this encirclement? Well, they've been encircled, and now they're just kind of getting wiped out. Saudi Arabia makes another big encirclement, and there was really no one there because Iran is kind of falling apart. And this is where the war is going to end for Iran. Their government collapses, and the U.S. goes over to Saudi Arabia and is like, "Stop invading them. We'll give you quite a bit of land if you stop invading, and let's look at a peace treaty." And here are the new borders of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia now is a lot bigger and goes along the Caspian Sea more. Kuwait expanded because they joined at the last minute. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna work, Israel, but we'll try it. Iran is trying their second take on an Ottoman Empire, and this is their puppet. It's like an Iraq. This is Iraq, and it's their puppet. I don't know how well. I mean, I don't even know how many people live here. It might just be desert. But yeah, that's that. This is Iran. Iran has a new government, and they're a lot smaller. And now they're having better relations with Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the U.S., while their relations with Russia and like those countries aren't as good anymore. Armenia has been eliminated from this battle royale, and Azerbaijan and Georgia are happy. Then right here we have a American-ish puppet, but it's also kind of a new country. So yeah, this was a monumental war. Just know that Iran joins NATO, the WTO, as well as this country. But my layers have been messed up, so I can't show that. So, yay. Now that Dwayne has officially gotten rid of bad Iran, and also I forgot to say it's now called Persia, so Persia is back. But now that Persia is good, they're going to set their eyes, well, he's going to set his eyes on Russia. Now, he's going to actually fly to Russia, to Moscow, and he's going to have a meeting with Putin. And this meeting is going to be about the future of the world, and we need to stop being enemies. Putin, while not agreeing with everything that Dwayne is going to say, he is going to respect Dwayne. And so he's going to put his nuclear weapons on hold. Well, they were active, but he's going to not make them active anymore. And he's actually going to give the United States some money. And for this, the US will officially say that the WTO is not to prevent Russia from expanding anymore. It is now just a defensive alliance. And while a bunch of stuff happened in the Middle East, good relations between the US and Russia, as well as China, have been established, and the world is going to be peaceful for the coming years. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to release a new series soon. And make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.